What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Blackwater Chaos, man. Back again on this beautiful Saturday evening. It is 2/26, 2022, man. I hope everybody is doing well and blessed. We are back once again for another episode of My Moments in Hip Hop, man. We trying to grow this thing, man. I appreciate everybody who's been tapped in, supporting, whether you share, whether you comment, whether you just stop through to say what up, you leave a comment, whatever it is, man. We truly here at My Moments in Hip Hop appreciate you. Make sure you go follow us on all our social medias. My guy Keith, what's cracking, man? Make sure y'all go follow us on TikTok. Make sure you go follow us on YouTube. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. You could also check us out on Anchor, man. All those little spots right there just to stay tapped into what we're doing. You can check us out on Fanbase as well. So now that we on Spotify, we're gonna be on Apple and everywhere you find your favorite podcast. We'll be right there. We're gonna have some exclusive stuff for different channels. But you know that we get it in right here on IG Live, man. And this week, we got my guy, Bottom Dollar from the east side of Los Angeles, the west side on the map, man. And I just want to let y'all know, man, I am truly appreciative. I'm truly excited for what we got going on coming up. I'm appreciative of everything that has happened in the past, all the artists that have come through and dropped some jewels on us, that came and talked about their journey in hip hop. Man, it really makes me feel good, because y'all know I love this hip hop thing more than almost I love myself, man. So today, like I said, I got my guy Bottom Dollar, and it looks like my guy ain't playing around. He coming right in, my friend. Let y'all know about what he got going on. So Bottom Dollar, I think he about to pop in like in the next 3, 2, 1. Oh shit!
What it do, Kate?
My guy, what's cracking with you, man?
Oh man, slow motion. Shit. Glad
Hey,
to be in this thing, man.
Hey, it always feels good when you pop in and you got that number 8 back there. I just feel like a champ immediately.
Hey man, hey, let me tell you, it's not a hip hop moment, but it's one of the greatest moments of my life, homie. When you know what I'm saying, I met literally Ahmad Rashad and Kobe Bryant, and he blessed me with the signature. You feel me? All in one shot. So one of my
Hey, that's
random moments.
definitely dope. Hey, and it is a hip hop moment, because like I've been saying in the past couple of interviews, man, hip hop is the biggest influence musically in the world right now. Even when Kobe was here, you remember Kobe was spitting too. So hip hop is the most influential music that they've been trying to shut out for the longest, but you can't, man. It's like an epidemic, a
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah, it is. So, man, shit, man, good to see you, man. Shit,
So
man.
before we get started, hold on. Before we get started, man, I want you to let the people know who we got in the building. I've been telling them who we had coming, but I want you to introduce yourself, man. Who you are and where you from.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's your boy Bottom Dollar, man. You know what it is. Formerly Turf Knock Entertainment, you understand. Till the Bass Drop Productions is what it is now. You did. ACW Radio in conjunction with, Street Killers ENT. You know what I mean? That's the team right there. DJ Despair, DTS, you know what I'm saying? Salute. So, just a normal podcaster, musician, a person that loves me. I guess a music influencer, huh? That's what we are, okay, right? Music influencers, right? That would be the new word, huh?
I can roll with that. This shit is in my blood, man. So, right before I got you on, man, I was in here recording. So I'm you know me, man. I love this shit. It's therapy for me, and I just love it so much. That's the reason for this platform, man. So, first off, I want to say I appreciate you taking time out your day, man, taking time away from the fam bam, because I know we all grown men with families and other responsibilities. So anybody that stops through and takes the time to give me a few moments of their day, man, it's well appreciated. I don't think people know how much I appreciate them when they stop through, man. So I just want to say I truly appreciate you, my guy.
Oh shit, appreciate you, man. Allowing me to be a part of the platform. Shit, I like what you're doing, man. I really feel it because podcasting has kind of lost its essence, right? It's kind of like when mixtapes hit. Mixtapes was
Right.
hot, and everybody got on mixtapes, and then it kind of went left. People just lost it. So, you have an essence with this podcast. You know what I mean? You're just not randomly talking about shit that's going on. So, appreciate you for having this because this is real big, man. You know what I mean? Real quick, man, I want to send a shout. I see people popping up. Mr. Hooks, what up? DJ Despair, what up, man? I see folks. Canada, T Dot, stand up. You feel me? Hey, man, let me tell you something, K, man. Canada, man. Hey, let me tell you something. They haven't lost the essence, my boy. Like, you wouldn't believe how some of the conversations I had with people from Canada about hip hop that's like blown me away, right? I'm like,
Mm.
damn. Because, just from how we come up from the soil, being from the land, we just think it kind of stays within that realm because that's what it is. But, man, let me tell you, they watching. They watching. So, you know what I'm saying? Luke.
That's a beautiful thing, man. And like I say, we appreciate anybody that tap in, whether they comment, whether they just watching, whether they share any part of it, man. We appreciate all of that. So, I know you've been rocking with DJ Despair for a minute, man. I go all the way back with you, my guy, for a long way. So, first off, tell me how did you, cause I know you for I know you for three things. You are three different parts of hip hop. You're an artist, not longer. I don't know if you still get down. You're a producer, and you have also been a host of a few different platforms, whether it's the internet radio before all this podcast and shit jumped off, or when podcasting was in the beginning. Then you had your own podcast, and now you're on ACW. So we're gonna first go back to the music part of it. You know, how did you get into the music part of the thing where you wanted to be an artist and a producer? Where did that come about?
Easy call. 1989.
Phew.
Okay. 41st and Central Avenue. Right on the
Okay.
corner. It was a liquor store. And then the homie David used to sell tapes up out of there. Some of the East Siders might know who I'm talking about. You get your tapes for $4 back in the day from David. He had all the mixes and all that, right? So it's one particular day, everybody's up there, and I didn't know what's going on. We rode our bikes up there, and they like, man, Easy finna come through with the single. We want Easy. And
That's
I'm like,
you.
what? Right? This is the talk, right? On the sidewalk. I'm like, damn, Easy gonna pull up on. And so, what? Okay. Whole day go by, man. I think it might have been like between 3 and 5 o'clock that day. Yella pulled up 280Z up out
Ooh,
here
the
on.
280.
Hey, had the whole album. I never forget the album covers because you let me see it. All blue. It was the single. We Want Easy. It was all blue with
Yep.
Easy on it. We Want Easy in red letters, man. It was blew my mind because remember, I only seen these guys on channel 56 on the videos. Remember, they used to have the video show came on like 11 o'clock at night on channel
You taking
56.
it back. You
Hey,
taking it back. They ain't ready for it. Go ahead.
hey.
Talk your talk then.
They not ready, man. So when I see Yella and he got the album, I'm like, dang. So David like, hey, give me like an hour. So I gotta get this shit together. So we all just posting, waiting, right? And it was just a feeling, bro. That moment to know that I sat up and watched a video show with this guy in it, and now he down here in South Central with the song on album, and we finna bump it. Man, that blew my mind. That's when I fell in love with hip hop, dude. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's dope. I actually had a neighbor who was in that We Want Easy video. She was in the crowd, so I could feel that. And I used to live in Compton, and I used to see I used to see that a little bit up close and personal. Like Easy was a huge figure in Compton. He could have been the mayor if he wanted to, I think. But that's dope, man, 'cause they don't have record stores anymore.
Oh
They don't.
man, nah,
And
nah.
and
And you know what?
I feel
Let,
like
let,
these youngsters are being robbed of a quality part of hip hop. Like the record stores, that was a big part of it. You know
I
what I'm
don't think.
saying?
Hey, to go in there right and to turn over the CD or album, whatever, or tape, because it was different. We went through different phases, right? We went from the album to tapes, right, to
The
CDs.
CD, yes sir.
So to go in there and look at the back of the CD and you see, okay, it's produced by this person. Oh, Funky Fat Graphics did the graphics on it. Oh, Solar Music Group distribute. That was from the Bay Area. It was just certain stuff like you could look at me like, yeah, this gonna be one of them ones. And kids don't have that opportunity no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me a downfall because when you listen to the music, everything sounds the same, and it's just like, damn, who produced it? Like who? Like I don't know
Right.
who produced. I don't know who produced it. You know what I'm saying? And it was an essence to knowing. Like you grew to know. Like okay, if I didn't hear this CD or tape, but you know what I'm saying. Like for me personally, my top three producers you should salute that really got me going. DJ Quick off top.
Ooh, my
Rick
guy.
Rock from the Bay. Salute Rick Rock from the Bay. One of the most
Yes sir.
underrated producers out there to date.
They
And
sleeping.
and forgive me for this because people have knocked me for this for years. And Banks, Dr. Dre is not in my top three. He's in my top five, but he's not my top three. And it's respect because the Bay, like, dude, I could go back and be like, I was watching this interview he did with King Crook. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying like how Mike Mosley will call him to the crib, do a beat for him. He do the pattern and shit. He get chipped off. You feel me? And then Sam Bostic might hit him up with it. And I'm like listening to all these people. I'm like, damn, right? That's that essence, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
that shit. Like you could imagine sitting up in the studio and like, oh shit, Rick Rock just knocked out this and dude, like my guy. And I don't mean to get off the subject, but
Go
like
ahead.
Rick Rock, like think about it, man. This guy, he has produced hits from Mariah Carey, Busta Rhymes, Jay
Oh,
Z,
tons of people.
E40, like tons of people. And to me, it's super. Don't get his credit. He don't get his flowers. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna give it his flowers because he was one of the producers, along with, like I said, Quick. You know, said DJ Darrell, Sam Bostic, Mike Mosley, Funk Beta, Beats by the Pound, of course, from No Limit. They
Of course.
shut
Yes.
shit down. It was those that sound that had me running back. Especially like when I discovered UGK. Right? Think about this. That's when I figured the South, right? Menace to
Mm.
Society comes out. Okay. We
Yep.
all had the
Yep.
bootleg tape, right? We all had it. So I go down to the King Swap Meet that was on King in Vermont. You remember?
Vermont. King of Vermont.
I go to the King Swap Meet. I want the Menace to Society tape. Boom, I get the tape, right? I'm looking at it. Then I see this shit, right? The name got me. It says UGK Pocket Full of Stones. And so for
Uh-huh.
me, I'm like, nigga, shit. uh T Money, you know what I'm saying? My uncle used to had a pocket full of rocks. You feel me? So I'm equating it to that shit back then. Like, oh shit, they talking about too. But
Yes, sir.
dude, I took that tape home. Listen to that shit. Man, when I heard that squeaky voice, you know what I'm saying, talking about
Pimp
Pimp
C.
C. Oh my God.
I
And
already
then,
know who you're talking about.
hey, you look, open it up, produced by Pimp C. What? Pimp doing right? Do you see like that's how the essence grew? Cause it's like, damn, Pimp doing they beats. Oh,
Oh yeah. It's a lot of people who were doing. It's I I've been listening to a lot of I watch a lot of interviews. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I recently heard Trick Daddy. He was talking about how L.A. and New York were the go-to spots, and down south they wasn't up the street and around the corner from the big labels and stuff or the big producers, and they, you know what I'm saying? So they had to do a lot of stuff on their own. So that goes back to what you're saying about Pimp C, how he was producing and he was making music. Scarface said the same thing because he's another producer that I've never heard anybody speak of Scarface as a producer other than Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
And he's put out some of the biggest hits that a lot of people bang their head to and just don't give him the recognition. And then I think that goes back to, you know, like you said, when we was young, we go to the record store, we reading those inserts, we reading the back to see who did what and how that was created. And I think these kids don't get a chance to do that nowadays. They just hear the music and it's just, all right, this sound like this. All right, we bopping our head. Boom, 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 boom.
That's it. But you know what though
So,
is, but see, also uh, it too it's crazy. You feel me? What up, E? I see you in the comment. What up, E? Uh, it's interesting because the music, like I hate to say it, we do have a responsibility as artists because the stories we tell, you know what I'm saying? See, you gotta say we were getting kind of factual stories in the 90s. Like we was really getting some essence of hip hop because let me tell you what the rhyme to me considered of. It was like the West Coast was your showmanship, right? So you had to have the showmanship of West Coast artists. You had to be lyrical like East Coast artists. So for me,
fact.
then I'm like, okay, but I like heavy 808s. I like claps. I just like kicks. I like that heavy, slow blues flow. So that drew me to the South. So I'm
Mm.
starting to listen to Lil Kiki. I'm starting to listen to Pimp C. I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying, Slim Thug. All these artists, you feel me, coming out the South back then. Like, I'm digging for shit. Like the first real thing I got up to was a Screwed Up Click. Like, literally, you feel me? And part of that was because of AOS. You feel me? AOS turned me on to that shit, too, because he was bumping that Screwed Up Click shit. So it was like, damn, the music is slow. It got heavy bass lines, right? That's that
Hmm.
blues. That's blues for us, right? That's that
Right,
blues
right,
is
right.
that BB King. You
BB
feel me?
King. Right.
You know, so that was how I started to equate it, right? It's like, okay, I like I like my beats like South, like from the South. But then it was like, well, Too Short, this nigga like 808s and heavy claps and shit like that. So it's like, okay, it's connected. So as I grew up with hip hop, I had to connect the dots. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? To be able, and then when it's like, fuck, I can look on the, oh shit, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, and this is the 90s, right? And this is the shit kids don't get to get. Dude, you had Pimp UGK featuring Rhino Isley, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
like that's the shit like kids don't get. And Riding Dirty is one of the most classic albums from UGK, like the best album because you got it narrated, and we actually went on a story with them. We literally went on this trip. So that and see that's the problem nowadays. The stories being told are just too much. You know, they're not doing all that shit that they're doing, or if they are, it's like, okay, dude, let me tell you something. In between time, like, and you know what I'm gonna say, K, Monday through Thursday, like niggas was hustling. Like E40 said it, you go to church on Sunday, you sell dope on Monday. Like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah,
like it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
so it was like a certain code that we even knew to follow, but these youngsters threw the code out the window and they just like whatever the music sound like, I like it and it has me like this. So we've lost that essence, right? We've lost it.
For me, you know, it's two things. One, I feel like you just said, back in the 80s and 90s, they were telling stories of things that they've been through and they've done, and they were trying to convert into something else. Nowadays, they are telling stories that they ascertain to live or that they might be trying, they might be halfway there right now, and through the music, they still trying to reach that plateau. You know what I'm saying? Like we came up where the West Side Connection, NWA, Above the Law. I mean, these all street dudes, King T. You know what I'm saying? All dudes that was really authentically in the streets, but they were trying to get out of the streets. You got dudes now that they are they got one foot in the streets and they got one foot in the music, and they not trying to come out of the streets. They trying to use the music to promote their street shit that they still trying to do and be like the old dudes. And then, like I said, I watch a lot of different things. Nori said something that kind of got me. I forgot who he was interviewing, but he said that the reason why music is where it is right now, and don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on any youngsters doing their thing. I salute anybody who's able to make a way for their family, however they doing it. But he said, because they didn't say anything in the beginning. So like all the OGs in music, right? When you start seeing music going left, nobody said anything. They just allowed it to go left and they just wasn't fucking with it. Instead of getting some of them youngsters by the wing and be like, look, man, this ain't how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? This and I
Well,
truly believe, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I know a lot of people might come at my neck for this. But the moment that hip hop became to a point where it was just like it just got out of hand is after Pac and Biggie died, a lot of these youngsters didn't really find out about the real Pac, right? About the one who was really pro black or who was really trying to make changes in his community. I just heard a song where in the beginning he was saying, and we're gonna get back to you, big dog. I just want to say this. He was saying it's crazy how you got people with billions of dollars who own airplanes and things like that, and then you got people who don't even have houses to live in. How is it? You know what I'm saying? So Pac was really about the community and about the people, but I think a lot of people just saw the wow Pac. That was what attracted a lot of people. You know, all the shit he went through, and he was so much more. He was so much more than that. That I don't think the youngsters really take the time to really check into. Like, dude was really about the people and trying to make a change. Period.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
So
And
go
that's
ahead.
the part. And that's the but see that and to a certain extent that's the part people don't want to acknowledge. You
That's
understand what I'm
crazy.
saying? Because you gotta understand to stand out on that ledge alone, it takes a lot. It takes a whole lot. And some people ain't ready to do that. You know, and I think to be honest with you, and I'll take all the heat for saying this, it got it got out of hand when they started allowing shit that wasn't allowed before in the game. And it goes further than just Biggie and Pac. And I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
right now, like people can go back and look at the Movement Radio show and folks will argue with me and tell me gangster rap is dead. Gangster rap ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear it. But who everybody's gang banging on the album now.
Gang,
Like
gang,
so
gang.
gang, look, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, so what is what, and I'm gonna say it right now. I ain't I have no problems with it, and I say this from in my perspective. This is my words, and I said it a long time ago. Cripping is now commercialized. That also is a problem right now because you're glorifying one side of it, but then you forgetting where that originated from, which mirrors what you said about Tupac, right? The Crips originated from the Black Panther Party, which was for the people. You know what I'm saying? It's for the neighborhoods. Look at it now. We glorify individuals like, and no disrespect, but we glorify individuals like Crip Mac on YouTube instead of supporting your boy who's trying to put something out there, who's doing something positive.
I
And
just
this
think
is the
that wait, not to cut you off, cause somebody asked me, and keep your train of thought. Somebody asked me, hey man, do you follow Crip Mac? Cause he, you know, he do all this stuff for the community, and So I tapped into it to see what he was about. I had saw his thumbnails all the time. But and this is no disrespect to the gentleman, but think about this. Nowadays you go on YouTube or any social media, if you got 5 thumbnails, he's one of those thumbnails, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But and once again, man, this is no disrespect to Crip Mac. Support. I truly, I'm with anybody doing anything for themselves and their family. But they're not gonna post a gentleman who's well groomed, who's doing his thing in a positive manner, who has who can speak, what I'm saying, correctly and be on his positive stuff. They gonna promote a dude who's out here, got the tattoos on his face, talking about penitentiary stories, whose English is all the way broken, and it almost is like making a mockery of the inner city and the lower levels of society, if you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely. And I said this from Jump Street. He's smart as a motherfucker. Okay,
He
let's
is.
get that. Let's get that first. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He has what it takes because his actions do speak louder than his words. Okay. The only thing I just don't appreciate, like I say, like the super, just you gotta, everything has gotta be C's and this and that and all that. But you know what? His actions, I love his actions. He's in the community. He's giving back the best that he can. So I appreciate that. But it's like, dude, it's like, it's like I can't tell. Watch this. I just like he said, I can't tell my son, oh, check him out, because he gonna say, what is sitch? Do I want to explain to him what is sitch mean? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, do I want to open that can of worms and go down that road? And I don't. So I commend him on his actions and what he does, because I remember when he was selling tapes at the Unical right there on Slauson and Western. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I picked up a couple of CDs from him before too back in the day. So it's all good. I get it. But like you said, it's like I respect, and I'm going to use you because you're one of my favorite artists. I appreciate and respect what you do. And you've
Wow.
collaborated with a lot of individuals, right? So you mean to tell me, like, you can't get a thumbnail? Like, why can't you get a thumbnail? You know what I'm saying? It goes back to this, okay, I'm not going to put myself out there as this image that you guys can portray right behind my back. You're saying, oh, this is right, but it's kind of like, I don't want that presentation to the world. I don't want the world to continue to say every black man is either gang banging or rapping or playing basketball or something like that. We're more than that. You understand? So
Man, definitely.
it's like, and for me, I'll give you the perfect example. Like where here in Nevada, where I live, Nevada is an open carry state. They honor the Second Amendment, right? And let me tell you something. I honor and I roll with that. You understand what I'm saying? Open carry. I got my CCW. I got my paperwork and all that. Let me tell you something. It's a right way and a wrong way to do stuff. Sometimes
Everything.
people, and they're not going to glorify the right way. They're not. They're going to glorify the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's oh, this is cool to look at, or oh man, this is, and it's not even about that. It's more to it. And that's to me where it's the respect, because they traded in the respect for their craft for the dollar. And that's where things got thrown off. And people will compromise themselves to be able to get a dollar to just get out there. And I don't think our artists like Tupac and Biggie and Mac Dre, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, the
Rest in
Jack, they
peace.
wouldn't have compromised themselves to be in this life. It would have been like, listen, I do what I does. I'm good at it. And if you don't understand it, then eat shit, And so it's
Real deal.
and that's kind of where we're, because I'm gonna tell you, so even after Biggie and Pac died, let's really take that ride, because that's kind of right. If let's move the bar up. That's truthfully around the time. Let's step into like the 99. Let's go from late 98 right to early 2000s. The music, West Coast music, was still hitting. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right. Oh
still
yeah, definitely.
it was still slapping. We had everything coming out, and that's what I'm saying. We still had E40, we still had Mac Dre, we still had Q, we still had Dre dropping consistently. You know,
Definitely.
then you had the East Coast, right? But I'm going to say it right now. This is part of I recognize as Jay-Z's geniusness. You understand? This man went when he built Rockefeller Records, right? To think about it now, like he went to the Bay and got Rick Rock. Rick Rock was signed to Rockefeller Records and got pretty dude, pop in the Dynasty and put on track two. That's a Rick Rock beat right there. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
it's like if you see even then, like see, I even seen the clip, and you probably seen it where Jay-Z said he walked into Rockefeller and he told everybody, like, listen, if y'all don't step your bars up right now, this dude named 50 Cent finna come out, he finna shut the game down. And, and like literally, it's like his his ability
Yeah.
his ability to play chess and do the right thing. So when Rockefeller jumped off, him and Dane, they put that sound out there. Them claps, them 808s. So even Beanie Siegel first album, come on, man. That was
Of
a
course.
classic. So that's when, okay, that's that crown jewel that we used to have where it was like, okay, you know, people actually was like, I got to level up. I got to level. They doing this over there. They doing that over there. And so it was like, you know, and then around that time, I think, you know, so I was in college. And so I was on a lot. And it was funny. Let me tell you something. I was in college. I was catching the train to Trade Tech. And one of the CDs that stayed in my backpack, and you feel like, was TQ. Remember TQ?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. He forgot. What?
Hey,
The singer dude who was signed to Cash Money.
TQ and Show Chop CDs stayed in my backpack in my CD Walkman.
One of my favorite artists who's most underrated rapper that I've ever heard in any time frame, any coast, anywhere. I just don't understand how that guy ain't never blow up.
Hey, I've seen a couple of interviews where people, I guess they said it was just ego issues. I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't know. But let me tell you something from a personal standpoint. One of my dream songs would have been You and Him, produced by me. Y'all two are the same horse in the same lane. Let me tell you. So you want to
Man,
talk
I
about
appreciate that.
West Coast? Like, dog, look, I'm gonna jump into it right now. My moment in hip hop, and I'm telling you this right now, what inspired me to continue to put my pen to the pad. So shout out to Bill Blast, right? He called me. He
To
said, "Man,
be.
too big." He said, "Come through. We going to the studio on Crenshaw and what was that? 80th, right there. You on the swerve?
Yeah, off of Manchester.
Get to the
Doug
studio,
Williams.
man. Get there. I don't know what song it was, but dog, I know you was Hennessy sick. You know what I'm saying? You was Hennessy bent, my nigga. You was too took to the man
Hey,
like back
Itch for the
off.
Chips. It's called Itch for the Chips.
Hey, look,
That was
hey,
the
ladies and
song.
gentlemen, let me tell you what this man did. Let me tell you what this man did.
Oh, don't put me on
He was
blast.
like this. Dog was slumped over like this, right? Slump. Blast said, "Hey, K, it's time for you to go spit your verse." This guy
Yeah.
got up, went in that booth, and when I say he spit the hottest fucking verse that I heard,
Man, I
came
appreciate
out
that,
and
homie.
went back to the chair. That shit blew my mind, yo. I was like, yo, I've never
Hey.
seen no shit like that, yo.
My guy, I just, that session we had, I think it was six people on the track. It was called It's for the Chips.
There
And,
you go.
we had we had Sugar Booger, the relatives there.
Right.
We had the Crimeys, we had my boy Dirt, and we had my guy T, Duke's
Right.
cousin. And
That's right.
I had I used to do my shit, smoke my weed, and drinking would put me to a point where I didn't really like to be sometimes, especially in the studio. But this day, I just wanted to make sure I came through because I knew everybody in there was finna bring it now. And I drunk a little bit too much, homie. Where I was really slumped over, but Bill Blass, and I always salute him for this. Every time I talk to him, um, he had a manager mind state, and I don't think he knew it. So he was it was back then. It was three people I didn't want to let down musically: Bill Blass, K Train, and Duke. So I don't care how fucked up I am. I'm not finna not do my shit with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And have one of them be like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that, man. And I truly appreciate you for that. We
Hey
even talked
man.
about that on his interview, the last interview. But go
Hey, that
ahead.
was. Let me tell you something. That was the first one. The second one. Now this I got three.
Okay, go ahead.
Was the second one was when I met E40, right?
I remember
And
that.
yo, like when because at the time, me and Fitty was so hard on the movement with. He would say he was Jay-Z, E40, and I'm like, who? You know, we was like, boom. And so it
Yup.
was like a personal. I'm like, you know what? Whoever can get to their favorite rapper, that's who wins. You know. And I was at work. He dropped the first series of the his trilogy,
Yep.
and fucking my wife went to FYE in Torrance. I think that was open over there, and got the CDs. I got the two bands. I went straight after work. Uh, uh, Cole One was with me at the time, and shit, we waited in line, and they was bumping the CD. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, check this one out. I'm gonna show you. I'm not bullshitting, homie. You see the
I
number eight,
remember this
right?
moment. I
Hey, you
remember this
see the
moment.
look.
I remember that moment. Sepulveda and Hard Time. I remember
I'm
that moment. Yes, sir.
dog. When I say the man stepped back, like he kind of slid his step and was like I don't even think nobody had brought the click tape to him like at that point, homie, the sound. And
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yo, Fody, this was my original click tape that I ordered from BMG Music, and that little was the 10 tapes for a motherfucking penny shit. You understand what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man. You taking them too far back, big dog. Come on, now when you get the woo out, they see you a
Hey,
couple of times every few months.
yo, when he seen that and like he showed his wife, like he had it laid out, he was like, I remember these. And when he said it, like I swear I felt him, Uncle St. Charles in the garage, homie. Like I felt that moment, right? It was like, yo, and he asked me, what do you want me to sign? I said, well, come on, man. I'm like, sign that anywhere, man. Like,
Anywhere, homie, just put your pen to work.
yo, and then turn around and ask him, like, yo, I do a radio show, the Movement Radio Show. Can you do a drop for us? You know what I mean? And he
I
did the
remember that.
drop.
I remember that.
Yo, let me tell you something. Like, dog, like these moments for me, like that they know, like the two dopest. You was the drop artist, homie. Like you was Mr. Tune In to tell a friend, right? So
Appreciate you, man.
so to really only have right E40 as a drop, you know what I'm saying, on the show, like I'm like, dog, it get no better than this, man. Like,
I remember how you lit up when you came in, and that same day you told me about it. You're like, "Nigga, I got the woo." I was like, you. It was almost like you had a brand new baby. That's how you lit up. I remember that moment.
yo, it's like because he got so much game, right? And it was like he raised me. You feel me? His music raised me. Even like I can literally sit here and say, like, yo, when Dog had diabetes, I had diabetes. When he hit his highest weight, I hit my highest weight. You feel me? Like it was so much how shit parallel. I'm like, yo, Uncle 40, I'm like, it's no way I gotta get this tapes. Like if we died today and they dug me up, right? This what they go.
You gonna have a phony tape and a click on you, huh?
Hey
I ain't
man,
mad at you, man.
hey man, they go. they gonna look at me like them Egyptians, you know what I'm saying? When they dug them up, they would find them, they had to like, oh, these kings and queens. Yo, this nigga had 40 autographs, Kobe. Like, hold on. Hey, man, this guy right here,
Hey,
man.
that's getting out. That's getting out.
Hey, it
Hey
was,
man, let me ask you a few questions, big dog. First off, I want to shout out my guy Keith, man. He been tapping in on all the interviews. He been supporting hella crazy, man, and I truly appreciate that because you know, nowadays this shit hard to come by. So I truly appreciate I appreciate you, Big Keith. But you, my guy, like I said, you've been in three different parts of this hip hop shit, man. You know, I might have to get a artist for an interview. I might get a DJ for an interview. I might get but I got three different heads right here. You know what I'm saying? So what made you start? What made you start writing? You was telling us how you was influenced to keep your pen moving, but what was that moment where you started? Like, you know what? I want to try this.
so, so, so shout out to my longtime friend who I grew up with, my boy Rob Tannen. If y'all down there in Houston, Texas, and I got to do the plug,
Do
listen,
that.
Signature Suds Laundry, man, black-owned laundry service business in Houston, man. Check out my boy Rob Tannen, man. But we was at his house, and it was me, him, and his boy Josh, and so they had the instrumental for the Twins, Round and Round.
Round and round, round and round, round and round.
Right.
What up?
So
Where do you at? Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
they had that, and then they had the member Mac 10 song from the show, doom 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 doom, fuck you over there, party over
Fuck
here,
me
and
over
we
here, and then we got
yeah.
the shop. We got the shack there. The other night, cuz we tried them every year. Cause
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So they had those two instrumentals, right? So
Okay.
I couldn't, they only had a verse for me on the Twins one, right? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna let me do it? So I sat over there and they literally helped me piece my verses together. Cabby hit. Good looking kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Cabby hit.
I
Hey,
told you my boy you tapped in
hey, that's what I'm talking about.
with the
So
dog pound.
there you go. That's the one. So they let me get on that verse there, and I did it. And then when I heard it, I'm like, okay, Mom, like, I can come better than that. So they gave me the cabbie hit instrument, and he was like, go on, do this one. I'm like, cool. And so I actually still got that in my Gmail. You feel me? My boy sent it to me. He still had it, man. So
Mm.
it's crazy to listen to it because I'm like, yo, what the fuck was we recording? I'm
Hey
like,
man. Hey, them early days, man, you might have had a cassette with the tape over it or the tissue in the little hole, and you press that record, man, to get your get on. Believe me,
man.
I have a lot of I had a lot of impacts.
Hey man, let me tell you, that was when I'm like, yeah, I can get in this. And so it was they went by the Two Down crew, right? That's what they went by,
Okay.
right? But I was like I said, I was rolling with them. So then I'm like thinking to myself, like, okay, they got their group. Where do
Uh-huh.
I fit in, right? So essentially, I'm looking at all the groups that I like, right? Public Enemy, Run DMC, um, my man KRS-One, and then right. I'm like, okay, so where do I play my position? So I'm like, I gotta be the D Nice, I gotta be the Jam Master Jay. You understand? I gotta be the
Oh,
Terminator X. You understand? So
ooh.
my mind, I love music anyway. So my mom, she throw these crazy parties sometimes on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Stay in your room, right? But I'm
Oh
hearing
yeah.
everything that's playing through there, right? So I'm like, oh, that beat is hell of a right. So you hear that Marvin Gaye through the walls. I'm like, slow that
Yeah.
down. I'm like, oh, so right, that's how that producer style started coming to me because I'm like,
Um.
if they the artist, then what do I gotta do? I gotta be the DJ, I gotta be the producer. So it was literally like this is when I didn't go to school with them at Jefferson. They went to Jeff. I went to Vernon Day. You feel me? So
Right.
that's when me and Mr. Fetty, y'all know who was on here with y'all. Me and
Ready?
Fetty, that's when our friendship is developed because he actually had a Boss DR505 beat machine. So
Taking it back. Taking
right.
it back.
So he gave that to me one weekend, and I swear it was like I had the record player, I had the beat machine, and so then I'm learning, right? I didn't even know it, but this is when I'm learning the BPMs. I'm learning speeds. You know what I'm saying? Slowing it up, slowing it down to a 45, so it's 90. You know what I'm saying? Doing different
Right,
things.
right.
And that, but I'm playing it in the beat machine, trying to recreate what I heard. So that was like, oh, and some shit I did was like, oh shit, you know, this sound like some Cold Little Too Short, Born to Mac kind of shit. Like, okay. So that's kind of when I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay in my lane, because I was developing a love for 808s, kicks, snares, you know what I'm saying, hi-hats, fast and slow, you know, because No Limit was ahead of their time. They was recording in double time in the 90s, you know, the only one. So that's how the producer side came to me. And so eventually what happened was, you went to school, we went to college, and so I started meeting people going up to Cal State Dominguez Hills,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. And one night I was in there with Fitty, and we in Studio A, and Studio B, he'll quit coming in and start playing riffs for what ended up being shit for the Rhythmalism album, right?
Hey.
Look, so watch this. I heard Quick saying, he can correct me if I'm wrong, that I think he just kind of put that one out. It was not one of his favorite albums. I could be wrong, but Rhythmalism is top 3 Quick albums.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about Rhythmalism? After they had completed it before it came out, was the time I got a chance to audition for Quick in G1 at a studio on 4th and Highland. So I got to hear that album before anybody had heard it. DJ Quick had just bought a brand new Corvette, and he was out clowning in the Corvette. And my guy Sense, this was the one, this was the, I have 2 times that I will not lie and I will be totally honest. I feel like I cracked under pressure, and I blew 2 opportunities. One was with Top Dog, but one was with DJ Quick. So 3 of us was in the studio, me, my guy Fade, and my guy Sense. And they told us to go. They threw there's a song Tony got produced by G1 with DJ Quick on it called Get Down.
Get that.
Come on and get down and get. G1 threw on just the beat. I flowed, and I fell off. My guy Fave, he flowed, he fell off. My guy Sense, this one I knew it was levels to this shit. This was when I really found out it was levels to this shit. My dude Sense, this dude went in there and he just went Marshawn Lynch beast mode on it. Before Marshawn Lynch was beast mode, he just killed that shit. So I was like, okay, look,
What's up,
I gotta
Bees?
step, I gotta step my shit up. So that it's crazy that you brought that song up, because that album rather, because I remember auditioning and hearing that I ain't a gangster.
Right.
That I heard that shit, I was like, whoa, this nigga's
Now watch
ridiculous.
this. It's now watch
Bees,
this.
hold on.
It's pretty cool that Bees tapped in, because this is so after I heard that shit, right? When I seen Quick in that studio playing them riffs, I literally was like, I gotta get in the studio. I gotta do some beats.
Huh?
So and let me send this shout out, man. Rest in peace, my boy Big Johnny. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know him as Mossberg. That was my God. And when I say I know what you're talking about, let me tell you something. Dog used to, when I say dog, when he went to Verb, because he went there his first year, his freshman year, then he went to Centennial. Man,
Mm-hmm.
he was slaughtered any nigga that wanted to freestyle, right? And man, let me tell you something. Sometimes I get a soda from the soda machine. He'd be like, let me get your quarter. I'd be like, let me get a freestyle. And he bust right there, man. And I knew he
Mm.
was gonna be on, man. I'm like, yo, dog, you gonna make it, homie. And let me tell you what's funny. And guess who was right there in that same class with him, dog? Freestyle. Fit. Man, let me tell you something.
Uh.
Fitty, hey, let me tell you, Fitty, man, is a cold lyrics. He even helped me with my penmanship back then. But that's when I was still like this. I love production. So I got in the studio. I did some beats. I did like 5 or 6 beats one night. 4 of them was done. And I put it on the CD, carried the CD with me. That was the beat, actually, that time when me and you was at B's house. And I had that beat for 4 CDs. And I had a CD with 4 beats. And I gave to her, and y'all ended up using one of the beats for the Ghetto Henchman CD. That
Okay.
is where that came from. That's kind of where those beats were inspired by that night that I seen Quick in the studio. I didn't have access to equipment, so when I got around people, I would just bang shit out because I knew how to get on the DR 505. I banged some shit out and
Uh-huh.
bounce it out and carry it with me. So that's why. And once again, okay, now watch this. Watch how things parallel. I told you when I first started rapping, my boy Rob and Josh, they was the 2 Down clique, right? Then
Right.
I click up with y'all. You and Bees had something great, man. Y'all had to get on history. So then
Right.
once again, I'm like, where can I play my position and get in? I'm gonna do beats. You know, I'm gonna offer my beat. I'm gonna try to just do a verse here and there, you know. So it was like I've always had that sense of, you know what? Let me just continuously just do what I love to do, and eventually my opportunity will come. You know what I mean? So that's why it was just I just love the production side of it. And so it was funny. I'm gonna tell you, this is some honest, true shit. My wife can come in and tell you this. I had just got my equipment. This is when I was in Inglewood on Eucalyptus. Just got the
Yep.
equipment, and yo banged out motherfucking when I say the curtain call beat, I just banged that motherfucker out. And I said to my wife, I said, man, I need to find Chaos, dude. I say, man, I say, this guy, I say, he will fucking murder this. And she like, who is that? So I put in the Ghetto History. I'm like, look, that's it. I'm like, this nigga will kill this shit. And I run into you in motherfucking Speedy Cash, man, on Rosecrans, man. Literally
Hey.
2 weeks later. And you remember because I sent you the No Matter How High beat, and I sent you that beat. You know what I'm saying? So
And you
that's
know when you sent me that beat, I had I don't talk about this a lot, uh, but I was working with Lonnie. Remember Lonnie from the Car Club?
right. Okay.
Lonnie has always Lonnie has always tried to push me, and he's always supported me, so I appreciate him for that. But Lonnie has some kind of connection with Big U. I know he calls him his big brother. This is in this is when Nipsey is he in the streets grinding with it, but him and you are putting together something to take it to another level. So I remember hitting you like, man, I want to use this beat. I don't know if you remember this, because I want to shoot it to somebody. And that's who I was shooting it to. So I shot some music to Big U, and I never forget this. And this is why I've always tried to just be in my own lane, like you said. Big U said, dude is dope. He just not gangster enough. I can't, I'm not one of those dudes who can portray something I'm not. Like, I'm not finna come out here and tell you about I'm shooting up everybody, I'm cripping in blood and hella hard, and that's not me. I just couldn't do it. So at curtain call, I definitely remember that. So
Yeah. And you know what? And that was like, and that to me, and like, hear me, there was a gap, and that had to be like 6, 7 years from when I was with you guys, because that was the last time I went to the studio was with you guys. It was you, Bees, Dirt, you know what I'm saying? And so, and ain't nothing wrong. Look, Bees, you are the gangster of the motherfucking clique. You understand? East side motherfucking 2 Bs. You know what I'm saying? That nigga pull up, dark 30 in the morning. Hey, let's go get some weed. Hey, we roll it through
that
niggas
nigga
hoods and shit.
said dark 30 in the morning.
hey, hey, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that though. That's one thing. That's a time. Let me tell you something. He seasoned a nigga, man, and I can't even. And I appreciate him so much because he took a nigga under his wing, homie, at a time too. Even when my so-called homies, you know what I'm saying, at the time, he was like you said. Bees always had this thing about being ahead of certain shit. regardless of what
Yeah.
it was, whether it was music, it was life.
Always,
He was
yeah.
always like, he was the one. I remember nigga turned in the upstairs into the weight room and shit, buffing and shit, like really doing that shit. Like everything these niggas talk about, I remember him doing that shit. So it
When
was
I didn't
like,
have nowhere to go, hey, when I didn't have nowhere to go, he had somewhere for me to go. So I never, hey, homie, that guy right there, if I would have known what I know now, he was on some managerial shit, like I said. When I didn't have nowhere to go, he had somewhere for me to go. He was just he's always been a solid individual, and I've been telling him I give him his flowers, and right here again, my dude. I know I got you just in the comments, but I salute you more than you'll ever know, my bro. But go ahead,
oh,
my guy.
oh no, that's a big up because, hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it again. Good looking out because you saved a nigga from catching a hot one. You know what I'm saying? And I say it right now. So I'm not ashamed. I'm a man, you know. So
Hey,
I,
let me bring you back to a night. Let me bring
I
you back to a night. Tell me, do you remember this? I remember being at B's house because you know we used to go over there. We used to write. Me and him like heavy. We sit in his front room and just write. And I remember Dirk came in. You remember Dirk? Hey,
nigga, how could I forget Dirt? Do you
hey, he
understand?
said he just got through doing some crazy shit. They just got through busting on some motherfucker. And I think you come in like maybe 30 minutes
Nigga,
later.
stop. Can I tell you? Yeah, nigga, we were shooting at each other. Okay, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Nigga, what kind of shit is that? Like, hey, nigga, like how, dog? Hey, nigga, when I say I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, nigga, I'm going to fuck with the homies in the Denver lanes, nigga.
Oh
That's it, nigga.
shit!
I'm on 108th and Fig, nigga. Let's keep it 1,000, nigga. I'm
Yes,
there,
sir.
and the nigga, hey, you know what? I couldn't even be mad because nigga, that's their enemigo. You feel me? So, nigga,
Hey,
I
that's
just happened to
crazy,
be at the
homie.
wrong place at the wrong time. And then to fuck
Hey.
around at the sitting at the hospital, cause this nigga shot the homie, okay? Sitting at the hospital, nigga, we walked past each other, and
Hey,
but
that's
I can imagine
crazy.
the mind of Bees though, homie. Like,
Hey,
imagine his motherfucking mind, dog. Like, think about
hey,
that shit.
hey, that's what I
Like,
be saying, man. Like she was
and let
way
me
different back then, man.
and the moral of the story is that nigga Dirk, it'll be a cool ass motherfucker, even his brother. You feel? Cause I think the Dirty Reds. I forgot his older brother. You feel me? Because I used to run into his older brother sometimes when Dirk got locked up, and he was like, "Hey man, ain't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So, hey, all respect, all love. Once again,
Yeah,
that
that.
umbrella, hey, that umbrella. But hey, that I, you know what? Once again, that's just life. When you play in the streets like that, you said like, and but look who we run into though. Like that's even the craziest part about it. Like look, like think about that. We running into big like, you never guess what happened. He already
Hey,
know, right? This nigga just looking at me, just like, I'm gonna let you tell your side.
hey, that's real talk. Hey, but let's get back to this music and the shit that you on, man. Cause like there was a time when I was out here just doing the music on my own, and trying to find. I was just trying to figure shit out, and just like bees, after we connected on that curtain call, me and you connected, and we started building and creating music. We started creating a movement. Um, and I always feel like I don't see things in the time that they're happening. I always see it afterwards. Um, because you also had a managerial type mind state, even though you was the producer, you was on tracks, just like Bees was on tracks. Me and him was a group. You had a managerial mind state because you was putting us in places, and I was still in that mind state. I just want to rap. Like, I don't know nothing about the business part of it. I just want to rap. that has always been my thing, and that's been my biggest hurdle. That's been the biggest thing weighing me down. But you had that mind state. You had us in One West magazine. You had us here. You had us there. I would pick out shows and shit, but other things outside of that, you was there. What got you there?
Shit. Just and it wasn't even a fact of and I appreciate you saying that, but it wasn't even a fact of wanting the role, right? And as individuals, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, AOS, you know what I'm saying? Even Too Cool at the time, you know, it was like everybody, y'all wanted to rap. Y'all made it known to me that y'all wanted to rap. And so after that, it was like, okay, if I produce, then what? We just got a bunch of shit. So it's going back to listening to what Master P said, listen to what Fody said. Oh, Fody came out the trunk with Uncle St. Charles. Too Short and Freddie B was in the park mobbing. Okay, so Rick Hard, this nigga mobbing doing shows. Okay, he reminds me of the Freddie B. He reminds me of the Master P grind. Let me start fucking with him. Let me pick his
Yeah,
brain. And then one big moment too, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give him his flowers. Another big moment that also will help too was when AOS went and hollered at Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? We had a show with Hub City Dre. You know what I'm saying? And when we was doing the show, he was hollering at Lonzo and getting a saturated game. So it being able to piece up everything that was just kind of around, just to say,
hmm
okay, this makes sense. We need to put this shit here. We need to put this shit there. And then my mentality was that y'all niggas is dope. I ain't got to worry about nobody coming even thinking they gonna fuck with us because y'all literally are three different lyrical machetes, literally. So it was
I
like,
appreciate that.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, long as I put up the product, which was the beats, then it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This shit don't work, you know. And it was just going back to at the time, like I said, when I first was with y'all with the Ghetto Henchmen, I didn't have my own hands-on equipment. I'm running to other people's studios doing stuff. So either
Right, right.
my stuff is being held hostage. I can't get it, so whatever the reason may be. And so when I got my equipment, it was like, okay, what was they do? Okay, right now the hottest thing is Rick Horror shows, motherfucking mixtapes. Oh, what's this streaming shit? Oh, let's try to get on this streaming shit, this digital. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just whatever was popping
Right.
up because it was like we had the product. I knew the sound was great, so it's like it was kind of undeniable. So it's like if we can get it out there, shit. And so that was my approach. It was just like, you know, hey, listen, run into somebody, oh, you do music? And like I said, it was, like I said, the physical copy. Like I said, so let's get it again. Physical copies. Let me run downtown, nigga. I'm finna buy a case of blanks. I'm finna buy motherfucking case of CD because I even had disposable income. But I knew that, see, the disposable income I had wasn't off no, you know, say dope and shit like that. I was hustling. I was getting money in other areas.
Right, right.
So so then you figure I got this coming in. Okay, I can use instead of fucking it off, I'm gonna go buy a case of 250 blanks. I'm gonna go buy a spindle of blanks, and we gonna ride around. Matter of fact, I go in these weed shops so much and spend money with these motherfuckers. I'm gonna make them put
Yeah.
our CDs on the counter. You understand? So it was just trying to use that logic and that hustle because it's like when they hear it, oh, it's fire. You know what I mean? And that was my whole approach. That was literally my whole approach. And I didn't want to assume that position, but when it came down to it, it's like, okay, if motherfuckers start saying contracts and this and that and all the third, I need to know some of it. So I had to start
That's
learning how
right.
to the contract, the paperwork, this look like, what that, so like, what to sign, what not to sign. Can we use this sample? Will a nigga get sued? It's just so many variables. After a minute, it's like, okay, we love rap, but if, to be honest with ourselves, if we all want something out of it at the end, which is potentially money, we have to do it the right way. And
Oh
so,
yeah.
and so it was either we hustle it this way, right, under the radar, where we get all our little our money off the street, and then figure out how to slide it in to where we can, you know, through the digital platforms, which was the mixtapes, which was the little release here and there, and it worked. And then, like I said, at the time, I go do one show with 50. at the movement, and then what happens? He bring me in as a co-host, and
And that was super dope right there.
now
That
now
that was a
let's talk
different level.
about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all, we get it mode, right? This is get it mode at the time, right? This is all get it mode.
Right?
I'm pushing. I'm like, okay. So it's like, okay, we got to get out there. They not going to fuck with us. I know this. I know this. Because it wasn't too long ago that our motherfucking cars were stolen from the club in Hollywood. It wasn't too motherfucking long ago we was hanging out over here. Nigga, they know about Miraculous, this and that and the third. So they not just going to fuck with us. Okay, I knew that. Especially me. I'm like, nigga, nigga probably had a gang of niggas hating me. So what
Hmm.
better way is to take this opportunity, getting on this radio show, so that when you do a single, guess where it can come out first? When
Mm.
when AOS did a single, when we did a group single, where's it coming out first? On our
On the
show.
movement. On the movement.
Matter of fact, you gonna be the spokesperson. We need a drop, nigga. And yo, dog, like I listen to your drops now, like, hey man, hey,
I appreciate that.
we might have to hit him with a secret $5.99 Mr. Tune In and Tell a Friend drop special. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got some heaters, boy. You got some heaters.
Hey man, I appreciate that. That all came from DJ Quick doing that shit for Theo back on 92.3 The Beat.
Okay.
That was my whole thing. That and the St. Ives commercials.
Hey, talk about it. Talk about it. And so
That
that was,
that's
and
where it
for
come
me,
from.
that was, so guess what? Not only can, look, I'm not spending, but the only money we spending was the money for the fees for the radio station, which wasn't an issue.
Yes, sir.
So my guy is the spokesman. My guy can get his music played. My guy can come up there and get on the show. You understand? That was my mentality. Let me
I
keep
didn't
this
even look
door
at it
open.
like that. I
That
didn't
was
even look at it like that,
that's
buddy.
see, and that's the thing. See, now let me tell you something. I knew I was nothing more than a producer. I knew that right now, me and Fitty, we are a great fucking combo. Like this shit is working. So it's like, absolutely, Keith. And that's what is the essence of the show. That our show was hot, Keith. We had over 5,000 people tuning in on Wednesday nights. You understand? From different countries. So that was my aspect. Guess what? If I got somebody in Jakarta, Indonesia, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, and they get to hear this man's voice, that to me was a job done. You understand what
I
I'm saying? Like
appreciate that.
that was my angle the whole time. You understand? So let me take it a step further. So in doing so, I know that my friend from high school, he's gonna pick up on it eventually. So instead of just trying to do some sneak shit, check this out, my guy. We gonna get together. We gonna do this. We got to get it mode. We gonna put this single out. You gonna do the plus. I'm gonna do a song for you, Bright Lights. We gonna drop this on their motherfucking ass. This
Yeah.
is your now. Watch this. I'm like, this is your song, Fitty. So it's like, okay, cool. Fitty go and do the song as I'm
Stubbs and
mixing
up.
it. As I'm mixing it, my boy, I'm like, I came up with my 16 as I'm mixing it. I said, you
That's
know what?
dope.
I said, you know what? I said, he might not use this verse. He might use it. But I'm finna spit this 16. I'm gonna shoot it back to him, and I'm gonna see if he likes it. Now, if he take it out, cool. If not, fuck it. And he fucked around and kept it on the song. Like it was
Yeah,
like,
man. I recently been listening to I still got like a shitload of emails that we had between it was crazy just as I was preparing for this show, reading some of the emails and listening to some of the music. I didn't realize how much music we really, really had. Like we have a lot of music and that 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 platform right there was something different because you know me, I've always been a 9 to 5er. Besides whatever I did on the side, I always been a 9 to 5er. So to work at night and listen to the movement and have my people at Neutrogena listening to the movement and then hear your own song come on or your drop come on or something that we had, you know what I'm saying, come on, it was just like it was kind of big for those times for me. And I was always appreciative of it. And you guys always had some dope. It was I would say it was a it was a different time, but it was the same thing I'm trying to do here. I just don't play music, but you guys had up and coming artists, you had established artists, you guys had promoters, you guys had DJs, and you were giving people a platform to express themselves in the way that they did, and I just always saluted that, man, because I believe that you guys made a dope tandem, I mean a dope team, a dope duo, and you guys did it so effortlessly, and I just always wanted to salute both of you gentlemen for that.
Oh man, shit, we appreciate you. Now that was see, I've never been, like I say, one thing that 40 said was that me and Too Short and Bun and Pimp never charged each other for verses because we knew we was so dope that the
Mm.
money was gonna come. And
Uh-huh.
so that was my mentality with everything. Like, okay, like you said, dog, I was able to play your music while you was on the forklift in the warehouse, and motherfuckers got for that 5 minutes, they got to shut it down and respect you.
And that
Your
was
music
love.
is on the radio. You understand? Those are the moments that I wanted to create for everybody, because we were a group, but we still were individuals. So why not have your moment to shine as an individual? You deserve it of it. You know what I mean? And so
Uh,
it was like it was literally like, okay, okay. Granted, it might have felt like a person can reinterpret it and say, okay, he was basically controlling y'all. No, I was creating an
how
opportunity.
was that?
Now, I've had people say I was trying to control them. But here's the thing. If I was trying to stay in my lane and I just wanted y'all to look, go, you the artist. You the
Wow.
artist. Get out there. Like, let me stay right here and control. Like, the movement, like you said, like, dog, if y'all blow up, it's like it debuts on the movement. The first interviews go down at the movement, get killed rated. It was like, if we get out here, everything happens first from here, right? So they got to come here. So that was my whole aspect, right? Of just with the movement. I'm like, dude, 50 he had it, and I just wanted it to grow. I just wanted it to grow, and I'm like, we are all dope. Like, all like, dude, the biggest night was when fucking Smoke won. Shout out to Smoke won.
Had him last week.
Hey, when LA to LA came through to the movement, there was at least 20, 25. And you remember what the studio looked like.
The small spot down that was dope though.
No air conditioning, 2 fans and a window open. But
Here the police going down Vermont.
come on, man. And it was other offices on the floor. So they
Yep.
eventually they called the dudes who ran Cure and said, hey, we don't know if they throwing a party or what in y'all studio. They came to the studio though, and they had to watch because we were in the middle of an interview. And they
Yeah.
were just amazed. They told us, said, yo, we have never seen anything like this here. Like, what you guys got are incredible. Like, it's like, dude, just let us do our thing, and it could go to the next level, and
And
shit.
and and right now, like I said, I know you've been on a couple platforms. I see you, Big Keith. You said like I know you had your own podcast for a minute. I'm gonna leave that alone for. I'm not gonna go too deep into that turf knock.
Oh no, I'll say it. Let's say it. I created Turf Tales podcast, and
Yes,
then
sir.
after about a year running, I stepped away from it for personal reasons. And the individuals who got it going, they got it going, and that's what it is. But I created the show. That's just what it. I'm turf knocking. Let's clear it. I'm gonna say it just like this. You ain't got to say no more to it. Nigga, you say turf knock entertainment,
Yes,
turf
sir.
anything. You think about me. So let's just leave it at that, and let's continue on, man.
Yeah, but I believe God closes doors because He got a bigger door open. And right now, you are currently connected with DJ Despair, who you were connected with on Turf Tales, and you guys are doing something on ACW, which is huge, and it's almost another form of the movement radio. So speak on that a little bit for me.
Oh man, shout out DJ Despair DTS, man. Let me tell you something. Uh,
We
let
got
me
to
tell
get
you
that
something,
guy
bro.
on here too, man.
Yeah, we gonna get both of them on here, but like you said, God closes one door and He opens another door.
Oh
And
yeah.
when I say I did not respectfully know. I was a fan of DJ Despair. He came. I asked him to come on the show. He came on. He had a following huge, okay, especially in Canada, and I didn't realize how the people of Canada accepted me, right? How they vibe with me, right? How they appreciated what I did with the show, So to be able to now, like I say, be a part of the Street Killers, ENT, ACW Radio, man, that is, I guess you could say, the end goal, right? That's kind of the
Okay.
end goal. Like the platforms and the opportunities, like it's like, whoa, it's literally like, okay, I need you to send me your music edited or clean, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like this is his majorly syndicast, a syndicated radio show. And so it's like I can't. It's no funnies. It's like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yes, sir.
it's funny. I was talking to Despair about this. In a way, I feel bad because I can't extend the opportunities to y'all that I used to. Like,
Why you feel bad though?
because I don't control the whole narrative like I did before. Because I
It,
can't.
it,
Because listen, it's actually like hey, step one, step two, just gotta do this. It's guidelines to follow, right? I can't just
yeah.
say, yo, my nigga's dope as fuck, man. Just look, man. It's more to it than that now. It's
And not to cut you off, but hindsight being 2020, just what you saying right there might be the reason that you're able to go a little further than you did back then. Because back then, you, like you said, you were able to just be like, yeah, my nigga's dope. But now you have to go through the business aspect of it with some business minded people. Not saying 50 wasn't business, but you know what I'm saying? There's levels to everything. And I'm learning this from Jazzy Management. There are steps you have to take. There's things you have to do. And it might not be the hood way. It might not be the good way. It might not be the way that everybody agree with, but this is how things have to be done. And these are how the people that get ahead, get ahead. So don't feel, for me, I can't speak for nobody else, big dog, but for me, don't feel bad for not, because if it was meant to be, or if I'm on my shit, then I'll be able to go through those steps with you. You dig me? Anybody who's on their shit like they supposed to be, it ain't a bad thing, because I could have went with the other way, or because I'm on my shit, I can go with this way too. What you need? Okay, I got it like that too. And you still got that opportunity. So it ain't no feeling bad on that, big dog.
now, it's a different vibe. It's like I said, I can respect. Like I said, I've always been able to play my position. So
Yeah.
like I said, going like dude, the movement we ran hot for 5 years. Like, dog, that's incredible to think about. Like to sit back and look at all the folks we had on that show, man, and the run we did. And so now, like, I feel like, what I'm saying, like coming to a situation where it's like you go to the dream team, kind of like where it's like you not the
Mhm.
star. You feel me? It's like, okay, this is your role. Play that shit. You know what I'm saying? And nothing more is asked of you unless something else happens, to where it's
So you
required.
got you.
But
So you and
it's
your Russell Westbrook, just don't go Russell Westbrook.
right. You know what? I would say I'm more or less in my Carmelo Anthony. You understand what I'm saying? I'm
Okay, okay.
I'm coming off. Look, I'm solid. I'm coming in. You're gonna get a solid 12 to 14 from me. You feel me? You're gonna get a couple of key steals from me. I'm going to, and if the big dogs don't play that night, I'm gonna start and
I'm there.
I'm gonna hit some big threes on your ass. I'm gonna do some layups. It's like I'm gonna play my position. So I don't have to come out the box every night like, okay, oh my God, we got the music, oh we got the mix, oh we got this. every week, right? It's not even that. It's literally like I got DJ Despair got that. Okay, we can just sit back and be like, it's like I can sit back and be like, okay, literally like, K, when you do a song next time, if you can do an edited version, shoot it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like just shoot it because I'm gonna get it on the show because Fiddy's music, his music is clean. He do neo soul
All
hip
the way.
hop, so
Yeah.
I've been able to get his music played, no problem. You understand?
That's
So,
what, and that's what I mean when it comes to the business, big dog. If a nigga on this business, you know, you know the type of music you make, you know what you're saying in it, and you know that there are different platforms that do it different ways. So if you ready, you ain't got to get ready. Sugar Free told us that a long time ago, man. You feel me?
absolutely,
So that's why I say
absolutely.
don't feel bad. Hey, but I hope you don't mind. I did this for him, and I want to do something real quick, man. If you don't mind, big dog.
Oh, for sure.
I got somebody who I think want to say a few words or two, man. So
Okay.
I'm gonna see if he coming in and say what up. Then he gonna have a sideways. Come on, homie. You gotta put the blunt down and at least have me straight up, big dog. You can't do me like that, man. Oh, he got
Can
the
y'all
suit
hear me?
on. He at work. Now I got you. He got that suit on. He at work. What's up,
Can
man?
y'all hear me?
We
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
We hear you.
Can you hear us?
Hold on.
Hey, look at this dude looking like Santa Claus by the beard.
Hey, it feel great. Motherfuckers don't fuck with you. We got that salt and pepper
That
going
nigga
on,
know
man.
that.
Hey, he ain't got no pepper. That's all
Hey,
salt. That's all salt. Ain't no
I'm trying
pepper.
to get this shit off of here. Hold on. Damn, go here.
uh,
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah, it's
hey, you know that technology be a motherfucker for niggas, man. Sometimes. But hey, man, I really I wanted this connection real quick.
Bluetooth settings.
For a couple of reasons. While he getting it together, big dog. Tell everybody where they can hear your show at first.
oh man, y'all can tune in. If y'all got Roku TV, y'all just ACW Broadcasting Network. It's gonna be the thumbnail. Actually, it's two of them. It's gonna be the red
I
thumbnail.
can't do it.
You know what I mean? So hit that one because the white thumbnail, that's the TV. So the red one is the radio. So you can hit that. And like I said, it's just not even Friday
Matter of
nights.
fact, do it this way.
It's like the master plan show. Man, it's all kind of shows. Every 7 days a week, Despair and DTS is on there. But you can find me Friday nights, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, ACW Network, DJ Despair, DTS. We get it in, man. We breaking records, So
Okay.
we
Yeah,
need to
man.
break up. We need to break up. I'm hoping, what I'm saying, maybe possibility because we haven't played it. I already told him. I said, man, I got something from Blackwater Chaos featuring Squeak Roo. They like, oh, Squeak Roo. We ain't heard nothing from Squeak
Oh,
Roo in a minute. I say, so let me work on that. So you know
okay.
what I'm saying? So
You know, I'm working on a clean version of that. I got a couple songs I'm working on clean versions of. And you know that song right there, I caught a lot of flack for that song, man. You'd be so surprised how many inboxes I got where people just shitting on me, uh, thinking that I don't know if they thought I was trying to gangbang in the song. I don't know if they thought that I don't know what it was. But I even spoke to Squeaker on the interview about this.
yeah, I seen it.
It really fucked me up. And the thing that I got out of it is this motherfucker must be dope because I can go back from Ice Cube, I can go Mac 10, I can go Jay-Z, I can go to all your favorite artists. When they got that crack, that song, it's when they get a lot of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas. So, I was really excited about the song. I thought it was dope as fuck. So I'm definitely working on that. And, I've been back in the lab working, man. So, I got some shit I'm gonna be sending you, man.
Hey, but you know what though? That's when you cut them off and go harder. Like literally, like you cut them off and you go harder. Like, Oh, hey, Beans, you back on? You can hear?
Yes, sir. What's cracking,
Yeah,
man? I heard the
you
little shot you were taking in.
hey, you see the
Yeah.
song? You see the song?
You feel me?
Hey, my guy looking like he looking like Tech Nine in the building.
No, I look like G2B's, nigga.
I already
No, with all props out to Tech Nine, but you know,
I already knew that was coming. Hey man,
you
this
feel
right
me?
here, man. I really want to say to
Let me
both of
pull
you
over.
gentlemen, Beans, you know I say this to you all the time, man. I salute both of you gentlemen. Both of you gentlemen played a part in the music that I've done. You guys were both brilliant minds that pointed me in directions that I don't think I took heed to at the time. And I'm just so appreciative because the appreciation is usually shown when somebody's dead or they in a critical condition or something really bad has happened. And I could be a man right here and say that, there have been times where we didn't see eye to eye. Both of you gentlemen, I didn't see eye to eye. And, it was because I didn't have the understanding. And, with age comes wisdom. I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm just keeping it 100, man. And I understand now what I didn't understand then. So I just want to say thank you to both of you gentlemen. And it's because of Bees that I know you, Bone. And it's just been a pleasure to know both of you gentlemen and see y'all growth, man. You see this nigga in a suit and tie. You couldn't have told me 10 years ago this nigga be in a suit and tie. Knock that shit off, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Hey
Not at
man,
all.
you know, a paycheck can change a whole lot of shit, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Nigga ain't gotta dress a certain way to make a certain kind of money, man. You know.
Yeah, man. And
All that is.
I wanted to bring you in, man, because we was talking on the henchmen and different situations we've been in, and the coexistence of us three gentlemen. We talked about the dirt situation.
Yeah, I heard you talking about how they damn near killed J-Bone in the lanes. You know. Yeah,
Hey,
that comedy, man. I didn't know
hey,
how to take that shit when it happened, bro. It was like, oh no, this nigga, oh no. The homie calling me, this nigga telling me what he just did, and the homie telling me what just happened to him, and to be right there at the same time, like both of these niggas, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a piece of work, man.
yeah, man. For us all to be still sitting here healthy, living life and supporting our families, man, and doing what we doing as grown men, it's just a beautiful thing to know where we all came from, man. And
Right, that
I
part.
I continue. People might hate this, but I salute you, gentlemen, man, and I'm gonna always be indebted to you, gentlemen. Anything that I could ever do, I'm right here. So I just wanted to say that, man.
No,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it, bro. And likewise, man. You
Hey, for
know,
sure. Because one thing I'll tell you
you
right
know
there,
it.
man. One thing that I appreciate that I did, you know what I'm saying, pick up from you, Blast, being under your wing, you know what I mean, was holding niggas accountable. You understand what I'm saying?
That he did.
You held niggas accountable, and it didn't even fucking matter. Even I fell into that shit too, dog. So, but I took that as something like, you know what I mean. You gotta hold niggas accountable regardless of what the fuck it is, you know, and that helped me with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in my professional career and outside, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, something like that is something, you know, you can't just tell a motherfucker. They got to be able and open to accept it. You was ahead of your time, dog. Like, you held niggas accountable. Rap,
Yes, he did.
bar club, nigga, it did not fucking matter. You know what I'm
Now
saying? So,
everybody was saying I was emotional when I was holding you accountable.
Come on, man.
Your own
Don't try to say. Hey, don't say everybody, man. That was me. Don't.
man.
Hey, don't say everybody. That was me. I get it. It's all good. Hey, hey, but it's nothing but love, big dog, man. And I brought you on
Likewise.
because I just wanted to. This right here is a big moment for me. And y'all know I do this little IG show. It's not for any self gratification. It's just because I love hip hop so much and I like to hear about people's journeys. That's why I have both of you two gentlemen on and everybody else on. But I also know that my guy Bees has a dope podcast himself called G Connects that I wish everybody would take a chance to go check out on YouTube because it's very informational. He talks with a lot of different people, and to see him doing his thing on that podcast interview is crazy for me because I could never see him doing that. And also, you have your ACW, so we all doing our shit, man, and contributing not only to hip hop but to the culture. You know what I'm saying, and the community. So I commend you, dude. And yeah, I never saw you doing that shit, my guy.
So me doing
So
podcasting.
sitting up talking to motherfuckers about what they got going on. I just
Yeah.
ain't never saw that, man. So, is there anything anybody else want to say, man? Any plugs y'all want to give? Any shout outs? Anything y'all want to do, man? I don't want to hold
Man,
y'all too much longer.
I want to salute both you brothers. You know, as you said, for at time mature us all, and both of y'all came a long way because neither one of y'all was listening back then. Now y'all, you know, able to listen and understand. You know, niggas was just trying to guide a nigga in the head. I didn't know what I know now then either, so I was
Yeah.
filling it out too. So it was about figuring it out. I had to fill it out because wasn't nobody finna give it to us, man. Our biggest flaw on the West Coast was we didn't support each other, and we still really don't. You know?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, cause I saw that video, that picture with you and that other apparel that wasn't getting more. But what was you about to say, Bo?
Hey, you know what?
What was you about to say, Bo?
Hey, I feel the same way. I feel the same way because there's some G-Connect attire out there, and I ain't never seen a nigga from my moments in hip-hop. But, hey, I'm going to keep it 100. You can go look on my motherfucking Instagram page and see all the promotion I do for motherfucking moments in hip-hop. I don't see none of my shit on your shit. Why you bullshitting?
Cause I can't
Yeah.
share it. I'll tell you, send me a picture, man, and we promote. But what was you gonna say, Bo?
Yeah, get off of it. Yeah, I think good to see you can segue to the next conversation. You feel me? You know?
I love it, man. Hey,
Hey
this
man,
is
I
like,
just
go ahead. Go ahead.
this shit is just a trip, man. I'm just like I said, truth be told, the goal now is just get in a position where the door is open and everybody could just come in and just kind of go sit at their own table, you know, and you know what I mean. And so hopefully, you know, I can't really give too much information, but got a big festival coming up in July in Canada, you know, that I'm actually be a part of. So could be some real, when I say real big things, I'm talking about, yeah, real. I'm talking about turning in on your serious radio type big thing. So,
Come on, motherfucker.
yeah. Hey, he still be doing that shit. He still
Hey,
be
did he
doing
just?
that.
Hey, did he just come through on the line like that? Hold on. Not the roll, Ray.
No, this motherfucker wouldn't turn, man. I'm in a limo, man. This motherfucker, he wouldn't. I'm trying to get across the motherfucking street, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna take it back to the comrades like a motherfucker. You can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the homeboy. Hey, man. So look. I'm finna end this right now, man. I feel like we sitting in the living room over there on Denver right now, big dog. That's how this feels to me
Oh
right
man,
now.
that's reminiscing like a motherfucker, boy. Hey, there was
And
classic days. I wish my money was right. I'd go buy that spot.
I wish I could get my videos I've been asking about, but we gonna Bo. But back to you, my guy. Nothing but love and respect. Nothing but love and respect to you both, gentlemen, man. Hey, Beast, you drive safe out there, man. Don't run nobody over in a limo, man. And
no, I'm good,
Bone,
doggy. I'm good.
and Bone, man, we're gonna stay tapped in. We're gonna have you back, man, after that festival you talking about, and we're gonna all click together and we're gonna make something happen some way, somehow. But both of you niggas not fucking with the music no more, so it's just me by myself.
Hey,
So somehow I'm gonna
wait a
get y'all
minute.
back on.
Wait a minute. I will fucking knock the dust off my shit if y'all really hey, let me tell you something. We gotta
B's
go for
not fucking with
motherfucking
nothing.
smash Homer. I'm talking about knock that bitch out the park.
B said he
I
not
know
fucking with
B said
nothing.
that. I know, but K, I will knock this shit off. If you think we can put one together to knock that bitch out the park, let's do it. That's the only way I'm swinging. Home run.
I know how we can get bees involved. We can get a toast in the beginning of it as an intro. So I told you, boy, my mind be working, my guy. So I know he'll do that shit.
Oh,
Hey,
wait a minute. Why don't we just let him do what he does best? He
talk
had
your
the
shit.
managerial brain, right?
Oh,
We
no, he
put the
ain't fucking with
product
it.
together. Let him
He
go
ain't
ahead
fucking
and
with
get
it.
that shit out there.
He ain't fucking with it.
We'd all have to have an offline conversation.
Hey, you
See?
know he called us
See?
two. You heard him just call us two hard-headed little kids back in the day. Basically, is what he just said. So,
Hey,
Well, that was
LeBron
really you
James
because
even.
you the youngest. Hey, that was you because you the youngest motherfucker in the crowd right now.
Hey, LeBron
Young
James
man.
even went back to Cleveland, man.
Hey, young
hey,
man. Young man.
hey. Hey, my guy, man, y'all had y'all a dope Sunday, man. I love y'all boys to death,
Hey,
man.
J-Bone.
What up?
J-Bone.
What
After
up?
all this time, why this nigga still ain't grew a mustache yet, man? Baby face ass nigga right here.
Hey, cause you got it all with the salt right there under your beard, my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, nigga. I think if you let your shit grow out, it's gonna be the same thing, bro.
Hey, you need to knock that
Yeah.
shit off. I'm still in my 20s. I just look like this, man. Hey, but like
Yeah.
I said, hey, tell the wives and the family I said hello, man. I appreciate y'all taking the day out, y'all taking some time out y'all day to come fuck with your boy, and we're gonna keep this thing going, man. Check out ACW on Fridays. Check out G Connects. He always got updates with new shows coming through. So y'all stay locked in, man. And it's your boy Blackwater Chaos from My Moments in Hip Hop, and we out.
Yes,
Love y'all,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Likewise.